Munch Lauren, man, what's going on? Welcome back.
What's up with you, bro?
Nothing much, man. Welcome back to the Rap Draft, man. You have new vibe, new setup. You did a fire performance the last time you came. That was pretty good. What did you feel about that performance?
Yeah, I like that. It was something new. I like how you got the setup and everything. That's why I feel that. Rap draft, I'm NBA fan. So
right,
yeah.
Okay, I appreciate that. And the people took to it really, really well too. So
yeah, so on fire too.
Yeah,
so.
It was really rocking. Let me start with this, man. How you been?
Everything been good. Taking it one day at a time. Building the empire still.
Right, and it's been a lot going on. In the city and everything like that. Even in the hip hop culture, bro, we had the Verzuz. So we had the Verzuz with my boys, No Limit and Cash Money. What do you think about that?
That was lit. I grew up on No Limit and Cash Money. I was a kid. That was like my dad type of music. But my dad ain't too far in age. He like 16, 17 years older than me. So, I used to be 4, 5, around that age to 10, listening to Cash Money, No Limit. I kind of like based my motto off of Cash Money and No Limit, trying to be the independent, push it like that. So that was dope to see.
Right, definitely was a good moment for hip hop, bro. Like just seeing how two like big labels such as those two can come together and put their differences to the side and make a legendary night, bro. So
most definitely.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, man. Speaking of verses, who could do a versus against Munch Lauren? Like, who can do a versus with you? Who do you feel can do a versus with you?
That'd be hard because it had to be more in my lane. I wouldn't want to do it with a street rapper because it kind of wouldn't make sense. So it kind of be hard. I got a lot of hits.
Right.
I don't know who got fired like that.
I can throw a name out there who I think might be a good matchup, like you and like Big Frank or something in that caliber. I think that'll be a good matchup. But then just in the industry, it's a long list. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I mean that kind of be like because me and Frank got the same type of music. You know what I'm saying? Like literally like just different voices.
Right.
So it kind of I don't know. I mean it might be lit. So.
I think so. That'd be crazy. Let me ask you this, man, because you're a married man.
Yeah.
So how's the married life been for you?
Man, good, man. I've been with my wife since high school, so it's kind of like nothing changed. Everything the same,
Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like and being married and stuff like that. Like, is it a difference? Like, with how people treat you, or just like friends, or anything in life?
Not really, because like I said, we've been together forever, so everybody always knew, she was there. I would say, I think some people do look at me more mature now. Like, they probably that's about it. But
right. And
leveling up.
Yeah, that's definitely a grown man move, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you had people like, bro, you really did it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, did you have anybody like, man, I don't know, you should do this, or are you sure you want to do this?
No, not really. Everybody was like, about time.
Right.
Because it was so long, so everybody was excited.
Right, that's what's up. Now, one more question about the married life and stuff like that, because you are a certain type of artist.
Yeah.
Like, you have the anthems, the twerking and all that. Do your wife ever get upset, or has she ever got upset before? Like, I know you do what you do, or why you share these type of posts, or do you want to switch your music up or something? Does she feel some kind of way? I
mean, she don't be upset and mad now. In the beginning, we kind of had like a little rocky hair up and down type shit, but I kind of had to build that trust with her. I had to bring her around, show her stuff, just show her, like, because at the end of the day, I'm an independent artist, so I gotta show her anyways, just in case, you never know, I might need her help. So eventually, I just gained that trust from her. She be involved here and there. Sometimes she do, sometimes she don't. But it's always love. It's always support, no matter what. So.
Right, that's dope when you have that trust from your spouse and your partner. Because I know it could be a little difficult at times, especially in the industry that you in, that we in, and stuff like that. We have a lot of horror stories, or it can be a lot of insecurities, or you just don't know. Even if you're not an insecure person, you just never know. Right. So you just be overprotective.
You gotta when you got that empire, you gotta build that trust and loyalty with your your wife, even your close friends, your A1s. Everybody gotta have that choice and loyalty in order for the the empire to keep strong. So
right, that's a fact, man. You definitely need people around you to push you and that's gonna like tell you the truth and they ain't gonna let you crash out and do things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
people
what's
that
up.
ain't scared to tell you no sometimes.
Exactly. But like that ain't the move.
Right.
So what's new with you, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you came here last time, you did the performance, that was a new song. What's new with you since then?
I just dropped a project called Heirlooms. That was like around Halloween, the 24th. So I just been dropping singles, going crazy, dropping projects. I got the Booty Pop with me and Man. That's been going crazy lately.
Yeah.
So that's kind of been my latest single. That's been, in the clubs, going crazy. Pretty much everything, man. I just been pushing, keeping the industry and everything. I mean, my bad, not the industry. Keeping the label and everything going, because just trying to be more independent and be a bigger label. So I'm really building and pouring into that.
Right, bro. And that's what's up, bro. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing your thing for a while now, so it's good to see, like, artists like such as yourself still doing the music and stuff like that. Because, like I said, you're one of those ones who kicked it off since back in the day, like 2010, 11, and then like we had that wave with the 2016. You was going strong in every era.
Right.
So it was pretty cool to see you still doing your music and still doing, still keeping your foot on the gas, stuff like that.
Yeah, most definitely, man. It's like, it's a part of me. So it's something I really can't give up. Even if I tried, I really can't.
Right.
It's something I do. Sometimes I tell myself, like, man, I'm finna calm down, but I get a phone call where I can't leave it. You know what I'm saying? So it's part of my life.
Right. And so you get that phone call, like, it's a book show or something, or somebody trying to.
Somebody, another artist want to work with me, whatever. So it'd be like, man, this you. I built this name. I built what I got now, so why stop now?
Right, bro. And it's crazy because you just never know who you inspired. You inspired a lot of artists, whether you probably know it or not. Like, it's another artist that's coming up. It's like, that's been watching Munch, and like, I want to take his blueprint and put my little twist on it. You know what I'm saying? Let me know it's cool to have my certain style and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I said about you, bro. Like, you never try to go into another lane, like, or what's popping, like, you stood in your ground, like, I'm gonna do what I'm doing. I'm popping. I'm gonna make this popping, and it's been popping.
A thing I always had was, like, I always want to be different, like with everything growing up, the way I dress, the way whatever. I just want to be different. I like that a different color. Everybody say like blue, I pick green.
Right.
So with my music, when I started rapping like that, well, everybody's already doing the jack music, and I came with it, but I kind of like sped it up. And I wanted to be different from how everybody's rapping on the jack. And once I seen everybody embracing that later on, years later, it was like, why quit? Even though more people was over here, I still had hundreds of people coming up to me like, Munch, you inspired me. You inspired me. You keep me going. Whatever. And that's what really kept me striving to keep that sound going and that wave going.
And I'm glad you said it, because that was my next question. Is going to be like, what keeps you motivated and stuff like that. But you just pretty much answered this to like those artists that's like, they reach out like, yo, Munch, I'm trying to work,
right,
and and stuff like that. And it's just amazing, like
be the artists and the fans pretty much. They reach out.
Yeah, it just like it'd be amazing, because like as artists, at some point, you could probably go through a rough patch, or probably be like, man, I don't know, I might want to slow down.
Right.
And it take that one, that one message, or that one artist that want to collab, that one show, is create that spark again for you.
So, sometimes you got to keep it going.
Most definitely. Let me ask you this, brother. How do you balance your life, like your career, with your family life?
Like I said, I've been doing it for so long. I kind of like, it's like autopilot now. So it's kind of like, I do my music here, and then throughout the day I still take my kids to school. I'm with my wife. I'm still doing family stuff, but in the midst of it, I might be writing a song, I might be doing this and that, but I didn't got so used to it. I've been rapping since I was, I want to say 13 or something. So I used to come home from school and go straight to the studio, go to sleep, go to school. So it's like pretty much like a machine.
Right.
I feel like a machine. So.
Right. It's embedded in you already.
Right.
Now, do you record yourself?
Yeah, most of it.
You make your own beats too?
Yeah, most of it.
That's crazy. Like, what is it like creating your own stuff and, pretty much recording yourself? Like,
that's the fun part. I feel like if I didn't record myself, or if I didn't make most of my beats and all that stuff, I probably would have lost the love of it a long time ago, just rapping. Because rapping really the last thing I like. I really like sitting there, picking out the beat, envisioning the video, thinking about how I'm going to put together the campaign for it. I like doing all that little stuff.
Right.
And then the rap part just really come like honestly, that'd be the last thing I do is rap on the song because I already know what I'm going to say. I already know what I'm going to do on the song. I think about everything else first before I do the song.
Right. You know, where do you put your inspiration from? Like, you know, like who is Munch listening to right now?
I really listen to everybody. My phone like a gumbo pot. It's like all over R&B, country music, rap, pop, all that. I just started listening to K-pop because my daughter was listening to it just to see how, what's the different sounds and stuff. I'm just a visionary. I like listen to all type of sounds. I don't really put my eggs in one basket. So
right now, by you, dipping off into that type of music, like listening to it and stuff like that, is it possible to say that we might see a Munch Lauren, like, tapping in with some of these type of artists?
Yeah. I got some. I actually got music like that. I just kind of scared to drop it. I don't say scared, man. But it's like, should I drop it or not? But it's just sitting there. So.
It's different, and that's crazy. That's different. Like, what I'm saying, just drop it, bro. You never know what might happen. I get being nervous about it because, like, as an artist, you sensitive about your art and stuff like that, and you don't know how people gonna gravitate to Munch sounding like on this song or having a different style to it. Right. But in my mind, it's like it's another way to show your versatility. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's pretty dope. Right. Yeah, I think that'd be dope to see you on a different lane like that. And speaking, since you got this type of music stuff popping up, what is a dream collab that you want to do? I don't know if I asked you this before.
What, industry or?
You can do both, industry, or you can do this, locally too.
Well, one of my favorite artists was Gucci, but I say like a Drake, Future. It don't matter. I don't really got a dream, but I like to work with one of my favorite artists, or just anybody in my lane that I see doing it. I be inspired by that type of stuff. Like I mess with them.
Right. I could see some of that stuff. Like I definitely could see a Future collab for sure. Drake, that'd be dope, bro. Like that'd be hard. Bringing that art style and the Milwaukee style.
Yeah, but I feel like that answer probably cliche, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's some people you listen to who you grew up listening to and stuff like that, and you never know. There's even other artists that you can create some fire with too. So, right. I gotta ask you this question. I usually ask artists this question. I don't think I ever asked you this. What is your top 5 favorite albums of all time that inspired you, or that you be like, man, I really rock with these albums?
I say I know number 1 is it was that Gucci Sosa. I mean, it's a mixtape though, so Gucci Sosa.
Yeah.
When I heard that, it made me. I heard the fun. It's like Gucci having fun on that track. He just flowing on it, all the ad libs. That kind of where Munch Lauren kind of was, was birthed at right there. So I say Gucci Sosa I ain't gonna say number 1, just one. That Young Jock, New Jock City.
Yeah, I know that album fire.
Yeah, that's no skips. Some other stuff. Ludacris, Chicken and Bear. The All Eyes on Me, Tupac, because that's something my granddad played a lot, so that's kind of like embedded in me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And I had to go with I want to say the Ice Cream Man, Master P.
That's what's up. Hey, that's a solid 5. Like, and that's a different 5.
Yeah.
I like to ask those questions, like whether it's albums or artists or top 5, because I just be wanting to see where people pull it from and where do they get their inspiration from and stuff like that.
If you look at all 5 of those, you kind of see a piece of Munch Lauren in all of those. So.
Exactly, I definitely do. So I'm like, that's what's up. Like, you can hear it, and it's like, it just be dope to hear people where they pull it from, where they get the inspiration from.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And usually a lot of times it's cliche answers. People get the same answer because they want to they don't want to be seen like, oh, I don't want to give my original.
Yeah, different.
You know what I'm saying? Being different. But I think that's cool to be different, to have your people who inspire you. So that's dope, bro. Now let me ask you this, brother. What would Munch today tell younger Munch?
Save your money. I feel like I don't want to say blew a lot of money, but I was just spending reckless. Like as I was gaining a peak, like the money was coming in, but I was kind of like, man, whatever. How much that cost? Get this, get that, get this, get that. I wish I had more of a direction, but I feel like that's what helped me get the direction. Those mistakes, spending like that. So
right,
that's one thing I tell myself, and also I already had like being different and stuff, but it was sometimes where I question like, do I gotta fit? Should I do it like them? Because I feel like some people probably wasn't paying attention or whatever. So I tell myself like, no, I just keep going hard like you is, just to keep myself going.
Right. Our younger selves prepare us for our older selves.
Right.
It's like everybody go through that phase and stuff like that. And I think it's like, it's dope to like be able to still be around, because a lot of people don't make it, or some people don't even snap out of their youth. But to be here and to like experience and understand and gain that wisdom, I think that's dope, because now you being an OG in the game now, you can give wisdom to other people and give game to other people, and I'm pretty sure you might have artists that reach out and stuff like that. So it's pretty dope to actually have that, so. Now what's next for Munch?
I got right now I'm working on, like I said, I'm building a label, so I'll probably be announcing the launch of a record label, and we're gonna go from there. So 2026, y'all just be on the lookout for that.
That's what's up, man. That's dope, man. It's good to see you. Like I said, it's good to see you still here doing your thing, bro. Holding it down, create a new lane. Like I said, you kind of in a new lane with the genre switching, like, I definitely want to hear that, So whenever you do release that, man, just let me know and keep me tapped in.
For sure. I'll send it to you. Yeah. Check it out.
Yeah, that'll be dope, man. I want to say I appreciate you for coming out here, bro. I know you're a busy man. You got to keep it moving. But it's a blessing to have you on the platform, bro.
And I appreciate you having me, man. You keep doing what you're doing too, bro.
For sure, man. Like I said, I've been tapped in for a long time, since 2009, 2010. Like, you really a OG in the game. Like, you helped shape the sound and stuff, and played a part in it and keeping that Milwaukee original sound and bringing it to where it's at today. So I got to give you your flowers, bro.
I appreciate that, man.
For sure, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Let people know where they can find you at.
You can find me all platforms, 414 Munch Lauren. That's Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all that, man. Long live Bankhead, long live Los. That's what's up, man.
Man. And long live Bankhead, man. Rest in peace to him. I know he'd be proud of you right now, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So, just keep his name alive. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Artists, y'all make sure y'all tap into my boy Munch Lauren. He's still out here doing that music. He paved the way. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, whether it's for a feature, whether it's for some game. He got something to give to y'all. Most definitely one of them ones.
For sure. Y'all pull up on Rick Taylor too, man.
Yeah, y'all know it, man. It's your boy Rick Taylor, Munch Lauren, Rap Draft, man. We out.